Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, Bear Down Bears fans, another edition of the Windy City Breeze coming your way. The Chicago Bears announced their intentions to move to Hammond, Indiana. In theory, the saga is over. We got to talk about that and more on today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Let's go. Now, if you are new to the channel, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the page. You do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel, only channel talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So make sure that you stay in tune with us, man, as the Chicago Bears have put out a statement declaring their intentions to move to Hammond, Indiana. Now, this is coming right off of the heels of some very interesting news that said there were a lot of conversations, back channel conversations being had with the city of Chicago, but it seems like all of that for naught as the Bears put out this statement earlier today. Hold on, let me get this thing up here. Statement from Chicago Bears chairman George H. McCaskey and president and CEO Kevin Warren. Yesterday, the Chicago Bears board of directors met and voted to advance our stadium development project in Hammond, Indiana, with the exact site to be selected, which scares me. Exact site to be selected scares me with how this entire thing has gone down. We believe a world-class stadium project in Hammond will transform the region connecting Northwest Indiana to the south side of Chicago through the loop and across neighborhoods and suburbs stretching north of the city. It will bring Chicagoland together and deliver new opportunities to its residents and businesses. Now, this is, like I said, coming off of the heels of a very interesting article that I saw from WGN, also that was put out by Lawrence Holmes, where apparently Chicago had kind of shot itself in the foot when it came to actually getting things done with the stadium news and using different things as leverage because they were talking with Chicago. So essentially shooting their Illinois leverage in the foot that they had built up between Hammond and ultimately making this final decision a heck of a lot tougher. Now, for me, I've said this a million times. I do not care at this point where the stadium was going to be. I am not going to be going to a million games because of my duties. I am a football at home guy. The beer is cheaper. It tastes better. The bathroom doesn't have 17 people in there trying to all be in there at the same time. And I get to watch football with some of my favorite people in the world. So I'm not losing my mind on this, but let me know in the comments, do you feel like this is a complete miss by the Chicago Bears? And are you kind of at this point where you're like, listen, this is, I get it. You're going to get the stadium done. You're going to build a world-class stadium. It's going to be fine wherever it's at, right? It's going to be a beautiful dome. You're going to have parking right by the stadium. You're going to build Beartown, USA. And realistically speaking, Hammond's giving you everything that you've wanted and the best deal for you to be able to get the most liquid capital in the future, because you can buy your stadium back in 10 years if you would like, and they're willing to pay your lease to get you out of Soldier Field. But you're in this position because of mismanagement by what it seems. Of course, we're going to look at the Illinois lawmakers because of the politics that happen in Illinois and things like that and say, this absolutely sucks. Y'all let the Bears get away. But I think you also got to have a real conversation about what the Bears have done through this process. Wasted time, wasted years. Like I give Kevin Warren all the credit for the football team that he has helped to put together. This does not happen. What we're seeing right now, winning wise, does not happen without Kevin Warren being in the building. But it does feel like you really dropped the ball on this. It does feel like you went through this process and you said, look, I can get this done because I got it done in Minnesota. Minnesota and Minneapolis play very well together. Illinois and Chicago do not. And it seems like there was a throughout this entire process, you could look at multiple different areas where you just went, wow, how do you not know this? How did you not research this? How did you not see this already? I think that at the end of the day, good that you finally got a deal done here. Good that there's finally a decision made. Thank God there's finally going to be a decision made. Hopefully they're able to win a Super Bowl before you end up leaving Soldier Field, although we'll see kind of how that ends up going. But The bottom line for me, I'm going to watch Bears football wherever the Bears are because I'm a Bears fan. The Bears can play at North Chicago Community High School football field, and I'm going to watch Bears football because I'm a Bears fan. If you're one of the fans who's going to finally say, oh, well, the Bears are moving to Hammond, Indiana, I'm done being a Bears fan because they're not within the city of Chicago. Shout out to you. I hope you have a great life. Go root for the Packers. Like, that's kind of where I'm at with the Muzz that are sitting there saying it's because you're lying. One, you're either lying, right? Because you've been through much worse as a Bears fan. You went through 40 years of not having a quarterback. You went through 30 years of basically the Bears going, we don't really need an offensive line. We'll just win everything with defense. You went through 20 years of the Bears basically not selecting a good player that you felt was going to be a difference maker at any point. And this is what's going to get you over the edge. Oh, they're going. Like, you wanted to leave anyway. Go. Have fun. Goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, that's the bottom line of the I'm done being a Bears fan in this situation. Like, who cares? Like, if you're done, you're done. Good job. What, you want, a cookie? But at the end of the day, look, I'm glad a decision's made. I'm glad a decision's done. I'm going to be very intrigued to see how long now the process takes, because remember, a lot of this was about building materials. A lot of this was about getting things done before the construction prices were going to raise. Now I really want to see how quickly this stadium deal gets done. Like, are we talking about, we're at 2026 right now, are we talking 2029, 2030? The Chicago Bears are going to be playing in Hammond, Indiana. We'll see how that ends up working out. But at the end of the day, it's a stadium. There's going to be a new stadium for the Bears. I'm excited about that. And hopefully this ends up working out best for the Bears, because the part that I do care about, the part that I actually want to see this team go out there and do on a consistent basis, is create liquid capital that you can funnel back into the team so that you can go out and build more facilities or build more things that are going to improve the players and get things that are going to make you one of those ownership groups, one of those teams, one of those, the Dallas Cowboys have world-class facilities for their players. And every team in the NFL does not have what the Dallas Cowboys have. You should be able to have what the Dallas Cowboys have, right? There's a part of this where you look at, the Bears leaving Soldier Field. Shay brought up, the romanticism of football is kind of coming to an end, because you're not going to have as many stadiums that are going to be outdoor. Bears and Packers should be outdoor football, right? You're not going to have that same the playoffs, right, where you're getting the snow falling down in the end zone, and you're seeing these great moments from DJ Moore, or I'm sorry, not the playoffs, the end of the season, I should say, and you're seeing these great moments from DJ Moore in the snow, and it feels like real football. And yeah, there's a little bit of sadness in me that that's not going to be there anymore. But there's also this part of me that goes, now my team can make more money. Now my team can go out there and be one of the big spenders every single year, because they have that, as they call it, F it money. You know what I mean? So, like, I look at this as a better situation for the Bears. Realistically speaking, the Dome, I know some people love outdoor football and things like that. The Dome, for me, I would love to see Caleb Williams be able to be at his best indoor in December, where the elements don't play a factor in it, where you can throw the football no matter the situation. I would rather see that than not, and I think that's going to be very good for this team moving forward. It's going to be tough when you play some of those outdoor games. Yeah, it is. Right? When you play Bears Packers up in Green Bay and it's in Lambeau and it's in December, it's going to be a tougher game. It is. But I think that you keep your players healthier. I think that you create more capital and things like that to help your players, to help your facilities, to help yourselves more on an indoor stadium. And so I'm not losing my mind over the Dome conversation either. At the end of the day, good to see that something finally got done. I think that this is going to be very good for the Bears moving forward. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. Do you feel like this is going to be something that is going to be just another blunder waiting to happen? Again, I said this, right? I said this when I was reading it. And hold on, let me see this here. And this is per Adam Schefter. Hold on. Let me pull this up from Shefty here, who said this as well. He said, Chicagoland is getting bigger. The Bears board of directors has voted to advance the stadium project in Hammond, Indiana. And he said this on TV. Essentially, it is all but a done deal. So exactly what he said here per Adam Schefter. that it is basically a done deal. So they're going to Indiana. Get your property right. We'll see how this ends up affecting things moving forward. I'm a little shocked by it. I thought that they were pretty much saying, no matter what, we're going to stick around here in Illinois. You had the property, sell Arlington Heights. Let's see what pops up in Arlington Heights now. You tore down a perfectly good racetrack in Arlington Heights and I mean, it's not like they were using it a ton here, but like you tore down a perfectly good racetrack. What's going to be built in Arlington Heights now? Gotta be some interesting infrastructure coming Illinois' way. But hey, man, like I said, let me know how you guys feel down in the comments below. As always, it is your boy Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bear down. One love. Peace. Well, I guess I could play a little outro music for you guys. But Red Nation, are we here?
The best show for Chicago sports.